Hi Jessi Vee, this is my scary story submission for Halloween. You have my permission to react to it if you want to. My name is Amber. I'm from Kitchener, Ontario, which is like an hour and a half from Toronto. But anyway, so this actually isn't happened at my house. This happened at my cousin's house, and I used to visit them like every summer basically when I was growing up for a few summers before I got a job, between when I was like 13 to 15 years old, 13 to 16. So anyways, this happened I think the third summer that we were staying there, and I'll just get right into it. So one day I was walking up the stairs and there was a bedroom right on the left hand side directly as soon as you got up to the top of the stairs. That was my youngest cousin's bedroom. And when I get up to the top of the stairs, her comforter comes flying out the door and hits me in the legs. And I thought at first that like my cousins were just changing the bed sheets for laundry, and so I was like, oh my god, Luke, you scared me. And I turned and I looked in the room and I was like, Luke, there's no one in there. And then of course I think it's my sister messing with me, so I'm like, Katie, that's not funny, come on, come out, Katie, come on. And no one comes out. And so I started like looking around the room, and it's a small room, there's not really anywhere to hide. So I look under the bed, I look behind the door, like there's no closet, no one's in there. I'm like, then I start freaking out because the window was open, but there definitely was not enough wind to pick up a comforter that heavy and throw it out the door with the force that it hit my legs with. So I start panicking and I come out and I'm like, hello, hello. No one is even on the top floor of the house. So I go downstairs and I find my sister and I tell her, and we both start freaking out. Barely slept that night. I didn't even tell my cousin at first because I was just too embarrassed. Like I didn't think that she would believe me, and I thought I was like overreacting, even though I couldn't come to a better conclusion other than something paranormal happening. So the next day I finally decided to tell her because I couldn't stop thinking about it. And I tell her and she goes, oh yeah, we've had things happen here before. We have a ghost. It's Emmett's old man. And she laughs it off like it's nothing. And I was like, what? She's like, what? We didn't want to scare you. And so she starts telling me incidences of how they've had stuff packed up in the basement before, which is like this cellar that no one ever goes down to. And then they've went out for the day, no one's been home, came home, and the same stuff that they packed and was in the basement was back up in the kitchen and half unpacked or strewn across the kitchen. There was also times she told me where she thought her husband Luke was home from work, because she would hear him or hear someone in the kitchen like opening drawers, stuff clattering and stuff, and she'd call out like, hey honey, hey babe, and like no answer. She'd come out, no one's home. And she was certain that she heard stuff in the kitchen. So of course I start freaking out. I think I was there for maybe like one more night after that I barely slept, and we maybe went back like once more after that, but they moved out shortly after that. Oh, he also talked to my little cousin Emmett. That's why they call him the old man, because apparently Emmett would tell them things that this old man would say to him when he would come and talk to him in his room. So I know they say that like little kids are more in tune with that stuff. So I don't know. I'm curious to hear your thoughts. I really don't have any other explanation for it other than something paranormal, and that's probably the only paranormal thing that has ever happened in my life that I'm pretty for certain was paranormal. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this video, whether you pick my video or not. I love watching your videos, and hope you have a great day. Bye.